Hi everyone, welcome back to Diamond Paintings with Mike. It's Friday the 14th of March and I've decided to start my Easter filming of this beautiful little rabbit here that we've got. I have decided to start off with the smaller projects before we do that massive giant bunny one, because it will get it done a lot more quicker, I feel, if we do the smaller projects first. Now, the weather is a little bit pants today. It's not the best of colours here, but I mean, not the best of weather here. It's a little overcast, so it might look a bit dull on the screen as well, because of the weather. It is 10 past, well, it's actually just gone 11 minutes past 5 at evening here in the UK, so I thought I'd do a little session of this rabbit and get this moving, because as we all know, we've always got projects stacking up waiting to be done. So I've actually not gone shopping for paintings for nearly 2 weeks now, because I feel like I want to get some of these done at the moment. And if you've been watching the news, it is getting very, very depressing, because I had a letter come through to say that my TV licensing is up for renewal, and I've just tried to renew it online and the system is playing up and it won't let me log into it. So I'll give it till tomorrow. If not, I'll contact them, because they're quite hefty on it. If you don't pay, they'll send like enforcement agents round, and if you watch TV and they find that you're watching TV without paying, I don't know how they check. They must have some sort of signal machine that checks. They will fine you, and it's like £1,000. So apparently, I nearly fell on the floor when I heard this, but apparently TV licensing is going up to £170.50, I think. Sorry, no, £174.80 or £174.50 in April of this year. So they clearly have no intention of scrapping it, because they have discussed for many, many years about it scrapping TV licensing, and I know Boris Johnson wanted to scrap it at one point, and turn it into like a subscription service like Netflix and Disney Plus, where you just pay if you want to watch it. And yeah, it is getting absolutely ridiculous now. This country is getting out of control with the amount of money we have to pay out. Now, some people will pay that all in one go. Others might not be able to afford that in one go, but it is just getting absolutely terrible now. It seems to me that all the money that they've given to Ukraine, the government my opinion is that they have been giving all this money to Ukraine, helping them out, and now we've got to pay the price of it. But obviously I think they've gone into like panic mode, and they're thinking, oh, we've spent too much money in this country and now we've got to claw it all back. And the way they're doing that is up in all the bills, up in all the food. But yeah, £174, I mean, that's absolutely disgusting, considering it used to be, what, 145 in each year. Every year it's sort of crept up a little bit more. So yeah, I'm not too best pleased. I will do that monthly. I'm not giving them £174 in one go. I'd love to, but that's like half my wages, so definitely not. Obviously the rent's going up. That's, we know the rent's always going to go up, so we're obviously used to that. But with TV licensing, it can either go up or it can stay as it is, so yeah, it's getting terrible now with bills and stuff. I've actually seen people on Facebook where there's like a documentary and stuff, and they're saying that they have to choose between either heating the house or eating food. And And it's a hard one, isn't it? Because you want to do both and you just can't, because it's just going up and up and up. I've never seen this country, as I've said from day one, I've never seen this country in such a state. I really, really haven't. I mean, the way I would see it is, if this country was having problems with, you know, inflation, go to a different country that's got a better, you know, financial stability. Don't go to a country that has already got problems with inflation and stuff. It's just, you know, all this money that have gone to Ukraine, and it's not their fault that, you know, there's been a war, but we're having to pay the price for all the money that the government has give out. It's just, it really, really makes you miserable when you keep hearing bills going up and up and up. I mean, it does feel like, it's like my mum. I do feel ever so sorry for her, because she has 2 jobs where she can't afford to pay the bills, so she has another job to help with that, and she pays, out of all her bills, she probably gets what, about 200 to 300 on her own, like, or I don't know what her financial issues are, but she probably only gets a little bit to herself, and it's just ridiculous. So it's one of the reasons why I tend to buy the cheap stuff at Sainsbury's, you know, the Stamford Street and Co brand. Although it's cheap, it's really, really nice. Their spaghetti bolognese is lovely. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, yeah, I mean, why pay, like, if you've got a piece of fish that is bird's eye make, and that's what, £4, and then you've got the same one in a younger brand, in a cheaper brand, which is Young's Fish, because there's a company called Young's, you're going to go for the cheaper brand, aren't you? So just really annoys me, because, like, you know, all these footballers that get all this money for kicking a ball around the pitch, and yet we don't get half of that. I think, I do feel that footballers get paid too much anyway. I really do feel that they get far too much money. It's absolutely ridiculous, the amount of money they get. But yeah, it's just terrible, really. But what can we do? I do feel like the government has lied to us in some way, because in some of the clips, the Prime Minister says not a penny more on your council tax, and yeah, okay, so how comes it's gone up then? Do you see what I mean? But anyway, moving on, I was watching one of my friends in America today, and she was doing it's called Dollar Tree, so she was doing a Dollar Tree haul, and she got this bar called a Payday bar. Now, a Payday bar is, I think, from what I understand, it's caramel nuts, and yeah, it's got no chocolate in, but it sounds pretty much the same as, I'm just going to have to take this off because I've brought out the dog bag, and it shouldn't be the dog bag, so I'm just going to take them off a minute. Yeah, she was unboxing that's the trouble when you get up so many drills. So hang on a minute, what was that? That was number 2. So let's get number 2 before we go any further. Yeah, I picked up the wrong one there. So what I'll do is I'll just pluck these ones off. And she got this Payday bar, and I thought, oh, what's a Payday bar? So I googled it, and it seems very similar. I mean, we don't get them here in the UK. As far as I'm aware, I've never seen them here. But I thought, oh, that's, you know, quite nice. It looks pretty like a nice, decent bar and stuff. And yeah, so I would say it's very similar to like a, what would you say? I would say like I'd say very similar to a picnic bar, what we have over here, which is like nuts, raisins, chocolate, caramel, that sort of thing. So I love picnics. Like, once you have one, you can't stop. So yeah, I'm getting anxiety now. I feel like I've put all the bloody drills down wrong now. So yeah, it's I might pop next door in a minute and just get the other drills. So I had to look on Amazon, and they're doing 2 bars of chocolate. I'm filming this in March, by the way, so by the time you probably check Amazon, they're probably going to fluctuate in price. But obviously, if they're importing them from the UK, from America, then obviously the price does go up. Because I used to buy from a company called American Candy Co. in Great Yarmouth, I think they're based, and they're selling like a Kit Kat for £3.50, and I'm thinking, like, why is this so expensive? And when I asked them, they said it was because I have to import it. But then when you look on TikTok and you see other sellers, they're selling it for like half the price. So I don't really shop with American Candy Co. anymore. Their prices are far too expensive. So it's all about shopping around to get the, you know, the best price. But anyway, I had a look on Amazon, and they're doing a payday bar. You get 2 in a pack for £6 or £6.99. So it is very steep for 2 bars, but if you think about it, if you went to import them from America, you would probably pay a hell of a lot more in shipping. But remember, if you import candy, you can't just import it, say, from, if I wanted a bar of chocolate from Hobby Lobby, you can't just go on to Hobby Lobby and import it directly here. You have to have that middle section, which is either in post, which is either reship, Stackery I think might do it, but you've got to have some sort of middleman to get it from Hobby Lobby to a reship company to reship it out. Reship will work with UK, Canada and America, I believe. So I know that because I used to have one, and yeah, the amount of stuff I lost because they'll give you like 30 days free storage, and then all of a sudden it goes past that, and then you get every single day it's in there, it's a £1 fee, £1 fee, £1 fee. And then at one point it was like they wanted £400 to ship it, and the product weren't even worth that. So I thought, you know, just dispose of it, because that's what they do. They probably resell it, to be fair, and get money on it. I don't know how that works on that. So these colours that they've used, they've got spot on, haven't they? Really lovely colours, these ones. I thought if I start it today, it can go on the wall ready for Easter, because half the time I start filming it during Easter, and then it's not, I can't get no wall use out of it till the next year. So yeah, I might go into the kitchen in a minute and just see if I've got any of the other drills and see where they are, because I can't find them. And they are kitted up, so yeah, this one won't take long to do. I reckon 3 or 4 sessions. You see how when we done Elliot the dog, we got it done in one, because the drills are a lot bigger. When they're smaller, it can drag, but that's the thing, like, take as long as you want on it, don't rush it, because you want to get as much use out of it as possible, don't you? So right, so I think I'm going to have to pop next door and see where these other drills are. So I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay guys, so I found some few more that we need. Now, as you can see, this one is absolutely a lot darker compared to the 4 that they're using. So good job we took that sliver out, and it looks like it's only the one way each way. So this is a lovely pinky sort of gorgeous sort of, it's like a pinky orangey pastel colour. This really, really lovely. So yeah, you see how nice it looks as soon as you put the colour on, because it's very sort of dull in colour until you put the drill on, and then it just blings, doesn't it? I was checking my Temu order today through InPost, and it seems to be taking a while to shift. I don't like waiting for things, and before, when I used to have to wait from Temu, it didn't really bother me, the wait time, but you just want it, didn't you? That week wait is quite, it's agonising, isn't it? You just want your goods. I'm not one for waiting around. I hate waiting for things. So I'll have to have a look for number 3, because 3 is missing at the moment. So it's interesting. I thought I had that, but It's not here, so never mind, we can do that. We can do the left ear while we wait. So see if we've got number 8. Yep, we've got number 8. So what we'll do is we'll get that little flower here. Oh, look how pretty is that. Oh, cool. That's really cool. I think we have the orange in here as well. Yeah. So we've got that lovely orange coming up here now. Quite a lovely one. I love pastel colours. It's so nice. Oh, this is gorgeous. I can just tell that this is going to turn out amazing. So I think what we'll do as well is we'll just bring in this blue, and then we can just do that little flower there. Once you get all like this colour going on down here, oh, it's going to pop. It will pop, pop, pop to the corner shop. Pop, pop, pop to the corner shop. Gonna pop to the corner shop. Pop, pop, pop to the corner shop. Yeah, I've been dying to do this for a couple of days, but it's finding the time when you've got to manage your time between work, shopping, seeing the family, and yeah, it's hard, you know, hard to do everything. So yeah, let's get the other ear going now. So that means the 3 must be in the other room because it's over here as well. So I have to have a look at that. So I think because of how cute this is, I'm naming this from one of the rabbits that were from Peter Rabbittville, Beatrix Potter, and also we used to have a rabbit called Flopsey, and he was a lovely rabbit, black and white. Unfortunately, he passed away a number of years ago. I think it was like 2017 or something like that. At my mum's house, we have a it's like a little it's in the shape of a book. It's ever so sweet, and on the top it's got like a statue of the rabbit and then a gold sort of plaque thing that says in love and memory and stuff. So he's still with us, but obviously he was cremated, so we didn't bury him. See, it's doing it again. Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, so that goes there. See, this is what annoys me, is you get so used to going up and then they'll just catch you out and sort of, then you're like, oh, for fuck's sake, we've done it wrong. Because what they do is, you see, it goes up and then they change the fulfillment colour there. So anyway, yeah, so we used to have a rabbit called that, and as he got older, he drastically lost weight, and we had him for years. And one day I went out and I was like, oh my god, why does he feel so light? And my mum, obviously back then, you know, I was younger back then, so of course, you know what your parents are like, they'll like try to make it not sound as bad. And they said, oh, he's just lost weight. But I knew, I don't know how, but I just knew that he was on his way, you know, of dying and that, because it's pretty obvious when someone loses a lot of weight, it means, you know, they're on their final sort of rest of the life and stuff. I mean, not all the time, but I just knew, because he was ever so sweet, such a lovely rabbit. And it was our first rabbit that we ever had, and we were, you know, coming out of school one day, went home, and my dad had a surprise, and we was like, what's under the cloth? And it was a rabbit in a little box that he just, you know, bring out, because we was fixing up the hutch, and the hutch was inside, so it didn't, you know, inside the house, so it didn't sort of like make it obvious we got a pet rabbit. And yeah, he was lovely. And now we have Belle, but we didn't get another rabbit for a number of years. I mean, probably about 20 odd years. Actually, that's a bit drastic, isn't it? Probably about 5 or 10 years, and then obviously we've got Belle now. Now, Belle did go to the vets the other day, apparently, because she had to have her checkup, and apparently the vet said she's a lovely rabbit. They all love her when they go in there. It's a shame I ain't got a photo of Belle here. I need like a photo of Belle on here to go with Molly. So yeah, it's she's a black bunny, and one day I went out there and I was like, bloody hell, is it a bloody giant werewolf? I swear she's increased. But the weird thing is that she looks bigger, but she hasn't put on any more weight. She's the correct weight. And I'm like, what the hell? Because obviously you don't, not with a dog, you cut their fur, but with a rabbit, you don't tend to cut their fur. But you've got to be on standby with their teeth. Their teeth are always growing. So it really cringes my teeth. You know the feeling where you bite into like ice cream through your front teeth and you've got that freeze effect? You know when they cut the teeth down with the vets, when they trim them down, oh my god, that really makes my skin crawl. And then you get like goosebump effect because you can feel like the goosebumps and stuff. But yeah, so I'm torn between Flopsey or Mopsy, because there's Flopsy, Mopsy, and I think the last bunny in the film is called Cottontail. So I think we will go with Flopsy. So yeah, doesn't necessarily have to be Peter Rabbit's, you know, names, but we got a chicken to decide on what to call. I think we need to get duck as well, because it'd be nice to tie in puddle duck as well. And as I said, these will go really nice with these cards here. I mean, this is a plaque, but once this is on the wall and then you've got that one and then that, it's going to really make it look Eastery. These are the three bunnies, so Flopsy, Mopsy and Cocktail, whichever way they are. But can you imagine all three like them on the wall? So I think this year we've got a hell of a lot more Eastery things come out, because last year we didn't have, or the year before we didn't have the range there. It's only been newly built, you see. So yeah, I've already put the brackets on here, but we've got a lamb to think of a name. I was going to call it Shaun the Sheep, but it's not a sheep, is it? So, and a lamb, we need a lamb. Or like a painting with a daffodil in it. I actually got some daffodils the other day. So really, through March, when they start bringing out the daffodils, you can get like so many in a bunch for £1. And I tend to have them out on the windowsill in a jug for, because I don't have a vase, I use like this very old-fashioned jug thing. I've had that ever since I moved in, really. It's surprising now. It's like a vintage sort of jug. I'll show you it one day. And it was only about £1 or so in a shop called QD. I think that's closed now. But it was a shop that my mum used to go to get her throws for her sofa, because she likes to have throws over her sofa. So but yeah, I tend to get them as soon as I see them in the shops, and then I do them all throughout Easter, and then sort of May I don't get them anymore, because they're sort of like an Easter plant, aren't they? So really enjoying how this is looking. This is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, okie dokie. So next we need number 1, which I think was, I've seen that somewhere. Where's it gone? Yeah, there we go. Got a G in here, so I don't know where that one's from. I just love these colours. They're not too dark, they're not too bright. It's just that lovely butterscotch colour. Oh my god. If you've ever had blancmange or Angel Delight, blancmange is different to Angel Delight. I'll always remember this one day when I was working back in catering. One of the carers was like, what's blancmange? And to be fair, I don't even know what it is, but it's just, she was like, oh, is that the blancmange? And I was like, no, it's Angel Delight. And she was like, oh, what's blancmange then? And yeah, I can't remember what it was, because I was like, I'll have to ask the chef. I'm not the chef. So but yeah, Angel Delight butterscotch is, oh, it's gorgeous. It's a nice, quick, easy dessert, you just add milk to it, leave it set in the fridge. You get packets of Angel Delight powder stuff, and then just add milk to it, and then you put it in. We tend to put them in trifle glasses. We, as a kid, we always used to have them every Sunday, and you know, it's something we don't do anymore. It's just time consuming, because if you want a dessert, you want to have it there and then, not wait for it to set. And then we used to put it in trifle glasses and then have it on a Sunday evening, and sometimes get a few hundreds and thousands or sprinkles and just put them on the top. But yeah, right, let's get a bit of sunniness into this now. So let's do this little flower over the edge here. But yeah, we have had trifle before. I can't stand trifle. Trifle is horrible because for me it's the texture of that jelly stuff. Like, is it bread or biscuits they put in at the bottom with the jelly? Because what it normally is you normally have, like, it's either biscuits or some sort of bread stuff that's in the bottom, then that gets covered with jelly, and then I think it's the custard and then the cream and the sprinkles. But yeah, I could tolerate the cream and the custard and the jelly, but not that mushy stuff at the end. I can't stand trifle. I'm not the biggest fan of, if you want custard, you want to have it runny, not like jellified. And once it's been in the fridge, it's sort of lumpy and, oh no, man. Yeah, I don't like trifle. So if anyone's doing trifle, make sure it's well away from me, because I can't stand it. My dad loves it, but yeah, I'm not really one for trifles. I don't do trifles. My dad was saying the other day that apparently he watches a lot of YouTube, apparently. So, yeah. I think this is looking absolutely gorgeous. I think it's such a beautiful painting, isn't it? You know, I've only done this little bit, and I just want to carry this on now. It's lovely, isn't it? But again, this will go really nice with that. You know that chicken I showed you that, unfortunately, you know the chicken we did last year? Yeah, that's what I like about different themes, because I think when I very first started diamond painting, I would do any painting that I came across, but I then turned it into themes because it was a lot more better. But because of how many Easter projects we go, I'm probably going to do a leap year on Titanic. So yeah, I don't know on that one though. Let's do a bit of orange next. And then we've got, I can't work out, I think that's G, but I don't, yeah, that's G, it's not E. 7. So where's my E gone? See what I mean? There's some missing. That's interesting. Okay, so E and 3 are missing. That's not a problem. We can move on to the face then. What I'll do is, because it's getting like a little bit overcast, I will probably leave the face till next time. Yeah, we'll do that next time, because it's a little bit miserable looking out there. Let's do a quick weather forecast. Alexa, what's the weather forecast, please, love?
Currently, in Braintree it's 5 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies.
Yeah, see.
Tonight, you can expect cloudy skies moving in and out with a low of 0 degrees.
So, and also I've got to find the 3. I don't really want to continue anymore until we've got them ears sorted, but I can tell this is, why the hell have we got a pack of screws on here? I can tell this is going to look really lovely. Yeah, absolutely lovely. And I really wish, see what I mean? It's so aggravating. Why do they do this? Like, I've never known a company to wrap it round. Like, all this is excess, okay? You just need to measure it, slap it on. Like, it doesn't need to be covered right the way round. I can see probably why, because they want to protect this, but it's unnecessary. You know, all these companies in the UK trying to get rid of plastic, and then you've got companies like this that keep wasting it. But anyway, I'm just a miserable old grouch. I like things perfect, you know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you want to get this for yourself. It does come in a multi-pack. I don't think they send them singly. Oh, wow. I've just been informed Man U has got 4-0 to, or 4-1 to Real Sociedad. Wow, 4-0. 4-1, sorry. But yeah, I don't think they send these singly. It's like in a multi-pack, so make sure you get them. And as I say, look at the colours here. This is gonna pop, people. But anyway, thank you very, very much. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, tap that bell if you want to be notified of future uploads on the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because it's totally free of charge and we'd love to have you here. But until next time, have a wonderful day diamond painting, or whatever you're up to. Have fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.